Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by green hills and dusty roads, there lived a young boy named Daniel. The village was small, the houses were made of wood and stone, and life moved slowly like the river that passed beside the fields. Daniel was not a special boy in the eyes of others. He was quiet, thin, and often walked alone through the narrow village paths. His father worked in the fields from sunrise to sunset, and his mother spent her days baking bread and carrying water from the old well. Their house was small and simple. It had a wooden table, 2 chairs, and a small window that looked toward the mountains. Daniel did not have toys like other children, and he did not have many friends either. But one evening, something happened that slowly changed his life. One cold autumn afternoon, Daniel was walking near the old village market when he noticed an old wooden box beside a broken cart. Inside the box were a few dusty books. Their covers were worn and their pages were yellow with age. Most people passed by without looking at them. Books were not important to the villagers. They were busy with farming, animals, and daily work. But Daniel picked one book up. He opened it slowly and looked at the pages. The letters danced across the page. Some words were difficult. Some sentences were long and confusing. After a few minutes, his eyes became tired. Daniel closed the book. "I will read just one page," he whispered to himself. "Only one page." The next night, he read another page, and the night after that, another page. One page every day. Some nights he was tired. Some nights the candle burned too low. Some nights he did not understand the words at all, but he still read one page. Days became weeks, weeks became months. Slowly, Daniel began to understand more. Words that once looked strange now felt familiar. Stories that once seemed confusing now became clear. His mind began to change. He started asking questions. He started thinking differently. The small village around him still looked the same, but Daniel no longer saw the world the same way. Years passed. Daniel grew older, taller, and wiser. The boy who once struggled to read a single page could now finish entire books. The villagers began to notice something different about him. When people had problems, Daniel often had ideas. When farmers argued about solutions, Daniel often knew answers. When children asked questions, Daniel explained things patiently. One evening, an old man in the village asked him, "Daniel, how did you become so wise?" Daniel smiled gently. He looked at the mountains, the same mountains he had seen since childhood. "I did not become wise in one day," he said. "I only read one page." The old man looked confused. "One page?" "Yes, just one page every day." And that was the secret. Not a big effort, not a sudden change, just one small step repeated many times. One page a day. And slowly, without anyone noticing, the boy who once had nothing became the wisest man in the village. And the lesson was simple. Small actions repeated every day can change a life. Just one page, just one step, just one day at a time.